brothers and sisters, let us continue the book reading Reality at Dawn, written by Babuji Maharaj, chapter Ways and Means. Really, we have spoiled the mind ourselves by allowing it to wander about aimlessly during leisure hours. The practice has continued for years and it has now become almost its second nature. If we now try to control the mind by putting it under restraint, we meet with little success. The more we try to suppress it by force, the more it rebounds and counteracts, causing greater disturbance. The proper method to control the activities of the mind is to fix it on one sacred thought, just as we do in meditation, and dispel from it everything unwanted or superfluous. In course of time, after constant practice, the mind gets disciplined and regulated, and much of the inner disturbance is eliminated. The best course to free yourself from unwanted ideas is to treat them as uninvited guests and remain unmindful of them. They will then wither away like unwatered plants, and ultimately the same sacred thought will remain predominant. The only way to accomplish it is therefore meditation under the guidance of a capable master. By constant practice in meditation, the mind will become calm and peaceful, and the unwanted ideas will cease to trouble you. I often hear beginners complaining about the wandering of the mind during meditation. From the very first day, they expect that during their practice at meditation, the mind should remain at a standstill, but when they find different ideas and thoughts haunting their mind, they feel greatly perturbed. I must clear it to them that it is not the suspended condition of the mind we are striving for in our practice, but only the molding of its multifarious activities. We do not want to stop its normal working, but only to bring it to a regulated and disciplined state. If the activities of the mind are stopped from the very beginning, we probably do not stand in need of practicing meditation at all. Meditation is the only process to achieve that end. Concentration is its natural result in due course. The proper method is to meditate all along, remaining quite unmindful of the foreign ideas and thoughts coming to our mind during that time. Mental struggle to keep off the unwanted ideas often proves unsuccessful, for it causes a strong reaction which is often impossible for man of ordinary capabilities to overcome, and which is sometimes likely to result in serious mental disturbance or even insanity. It may be possible for those who, by leading a life of celibacy, have gained sufficient ojas luster to cope successfully with the flow of thoughts and to withstand the effect of their reaction, but for ordinary man it is almost an impossibility. If instead of struggling to keep off ideas, we only remain unmindful of them, very soon they will lose their effect and cease troubling us. They will then be only like dogs barking after a caravan which goes forward without paying any heed to them. When we are attentive to ideas, to check them, concentration is naturally there, which breeds power, and thus they become stronger. Here Babuji Maharaj is explaining us about the tendencies of mind. Who spoiled our mind? Really speaking, we ourselves spoiled our mind by allowing it to wander about aimlessly during the leisure hours. When we sit at home or at office or anywhere, we simply start thinking about so many things around us unnecessarily, though there is no need or requirement to think about it. We simply think about it. This is what we have done. So this practice is not just has been inculcated in us recently, but it has continued for years, and it has now become almost our mind's second nature. That is, thinking unnecessarily has become the second nature of our mind. So, if we now try to control the mind by putting it under restraint, or if we start suppressing it, we meet with a little success. That means we cannot succeed in this. The more we try to suppress it by force, the more it rebounds and counteracts, causing greater disturbance within us. So, the proper method to control the activities of the mind is to fix it on one sacred thought, that is God or God realization, just as we do in our meditation practice, and dispel from it everything unwanted or superfluous. So, after practicing the meditation in due course of time, what happens? The mind gets disciplined and regulated, and by that, much of our inner disturbances are eliminated. So, the best course to free ourselves from unwanted ideas is to treat them as uninvited guests and remain unmindful of them. Then what happens? They will then wither away like unwatered plants. If we do not water the plants, what happens? They will dry, isn't it? Similarly, these thoughts will be withered away if we completely ignore them, and ultimately the same sacred thought of God realization or the ultimate reality will remain predominant in our mind. So, the only way to accomplish it is therefore meditation under the capable guidance of a divine personality or the great supreme masters like our Babuji Maharaj. So, by constant practice in meditation, the mind will become calm and peaceful, and then the unwanted ideas will cease to trouble us. They will drop out. Babuji Maharaj is telling that he heard from the beginners complaining about the wandering of thoughts or mind during their meditation. See, all these years they allowed their mind to wander here and there. They trained their mind total in discipline, and now all of a sudden, in the first sitting only, they expect that no thought should disturb them. They should be placed at utmost balanced condition. Is it possible? No, it is not possible. Not only in the case of beginners, but also many people who are already practicing meditation since so many years, they are also having the same issue and are complaining regarding this. So, Babuji Maharaj is telling that our way of practicing meditation is not to make our mind stand still, but we want to regulate it in a disciplined way. When they find the different ideas and thoughts haunting in their mind. The people who are practicing, especially the beginners, they feel greatly perturbed because of the thoughts arising in their mind. For that, Babaji Maharaj is clearly telling that it is not the suspended condition of the mind we are striving for in our practice of meditation, but only the molding of its multifarious activities. So, we do not want to stop its natural working. What is the natural phenomena of mind? It is thinking. Just we are regulating the process of thinking, and we are make it to turn inwards and to just look at our aim or view the only aim of our life, that is God realization. So, if the activities of the mind are stopped from the beginning itself, then what is the need of practicing meditation? That's what Babaji Maharaj is asking us. See, why we are practicing meditation? To achieve that balanced state of mind, where almost no thought is existing. That condition, almost thoughtless, not completely thoughtless, almost thoughtless. So as a result of that, what happens? Concentration will slowly creep into us. It is the natural result in due course of our meditation. So the proper method is to meditate all along, remaining quite unmindful of the foreign ideas and thoughts coming to our mind during that time. Some people, what they will do is, they will sit for meditation for 20 minutes or half an hour. As soon as they get the thoughts, and if they were disturbed by those thoughts, immediately they will stop doing meditation and they will get up. This should not be done. Even though the thoughts are flowing or disturbing us, we have to sit for meditation till the duration of meditation, that is 1 hour, completes. That's what Babaji Maharaj is saying. See, this mental struggle to keep off the unwanted ideas often proves unsuccessful because they cause a strong reaction which is often impossible for a man of ordinary capability to overcome, and which is sometimes likely to result in serious mental disturbance or even insanity. So, it may be possible for those who, by leading a life of celibacy, that is brahmacharya, have gained sufficient ojas to cope successfully with the flow of thoughts and to withstand the effect of their reaction. But we are ordinary people, we are ordinary human beings, and for ordinary man it is almost an impossibility to control the thoughts. So what we have to do? Instead of struggling to keep off ideas, we only remain unmindful of them. What happens? Very soon they will lose their effect and stop troubling us. Then they will be like dogs barking after a caravan which goes forward without paying any heed to them. Similarly, if we march ahead in our path of God realization, completely ignoring the thoughts, then they are just similar to the dogs barking after a caravan. In spite of that, if we pay some attention to check them, then automatically concentration will flow into it. That will breed the power, and as an effect of that power, the thoughts become stronger and stronger. So, dear brethren, what we have to do during meditation when thoughts disturb us, simply we have to ignore. That's it. That is the simple method what we have to practice. With this, I conclude today's satsang. Let us know more aspects in the forthcoming satsang. Till then, I take leave. Pranams. Namaste.